It's Danny here, the Multiple Streams Queen. So, really quick, I wanted to go live and talk to you guys about something. So, you'll see the title there. When you hop in, let me know where you're hopping in from. Say hello. Um, but the title says, Why My Partnership Has an End. Right. So, today I want to talk about partnership in general. If you guys don't know, I am partnered with the wonderful Nancy Clark to bring you guys the next challenge that is coming up November 1st. But you'll see the title. It says, Why My Partnership Had to End. I'm not going to go into that. What I am going to talk about is partnership. I talk to a lot of people about wanting to get into this industry, people that are already in the industry. And one of the things I tell people, number one, definitely have your credit together. Number two, make when you have your personal credit together, you have a proper business structure and foundation that can help set you up to be successful when it comes to obtaining business credit. But another thing that a lot of people don't really talk about is partnership, right? And you're like, what does that mean? What does that even look like, right? When I say partnership, your partnership can be as long as short or as long as you want it to be, right? You need to make sure whoever you're partner with, that is, you guys are equally yoked, that it's a balance and it's not this person doing most of the work and this person not doing any of the work, right? So partnership can be good. It can be bad, but a partnership can also be good because I tell people all the time when you're approaching apartment complexes, when you're approaching landlords, if you have a greater reach or more impact, right? Um, you can negotiate. So if it's more than just you and you know that I only want 4 units, but if you have a partner or you have a circle that wants, each person wants 4, if you can go to a community and say, hey, we want to take 20 of your units, you have a lot of negotiating power, right? You can sit down at the table and that you can open up a discussion that you normally wouldn't have if you're just coming to take 1 or 2. Like, not to say that people won't take you seriously, but if you're coming and you're like, hey, I want to take 20 of these units off your hands, guess what? People are going to listen. They're going to sit down. They're going to pull your chair out. Do you need some water or some coffee? Right? So don't be afraid to partner with people, right? You have to figure out what it looks like for you. Of course, have contracts. Contracts are key, right? If you're going to partner with anyone, don't feel like, I've seen people partner with individuals as just co-hosts, but they take their properties, they set them up, and they're just co-hosting for the real estate investor or the landlord, right? They didn't have to. They didn't have to pay rent. They didn't have to worry about negotiating terms and getting someone to agree to their business model. Okay, the landlord will keep the property. They will maintain ownership of the property. They don't have to worry about paying rent. But if, say, me, I just wanted to come in and co-host, like, hey, this is what I can help you do with this property. This is how I can help you maximize your earning potential on this property. You pay for the furnishing. I'll go and we'll set it up for you, right? We'll co-host, we'll set up property management, whatever it is that you need, whatever we work out on paper and we agree to on paper and we sign some type of contract. This is what we're going to do for you. Partnership can look like anything you want it to look like, right? Getting into this industry, it's not hard. It can be challenging, but it's not hard, right? But when you're trying to go at it alone, it's more challenging. Tomorrow I have a call with huge relocation company. And guess what? I have the ability to say to them. Not only can I talk to them about my units that I have, but the other units that I have access to because of clients that I have set up. Because I have a friend that's in Jacksonville that has 40, 50 units. Because I got friends down in Houston that got all these units. Now I can tell her about all the units that I have access to, right? Are they all mine? No, but I have a circle of friends, and this is what we have. This is what we can offer you. Her ears gonna light up, right? Her ears are gonna light up. She's gonna be excited because they have clients that need to be placed in different cities around this nation, and we have access to the units. Do they all have to be mine? Absolutely not. They don't care about that. All they care about is these clients need somewhere to go. Okay. So don't be afraid to partner. You definitely want to figure out what partnership looks like for you. But one thing I will say, when you're running and operating a business, sometimes you got to make some $1 million decisions. Sometimes you're going to have to make some hard decisions. Some hard decisions. Okay. If you know anything about me or you ever tapped in with me, I am very vocal about my story, right? My ups and downs that I have had. This journey, the last 2 years that I have been on has come from me being obedient. Telling y'all, like, I used to pray and cry, like, God, like, send me a sign. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? But I had so much clutter and so much going on in my house, in my head, that I couldn't quiet my mind enough to even hear the answer. So God was like, okay, let me put you over here. Let me put you all the way over in California. You think you're going to be here for 4 weeks, but I'm going to put you over here for 6 months because me and you really need to talk. So I learned how to pray. I learned how to actually listen and receive the answers that I was seeking. But on top of that, I learned how to be obedient. So even when you're in the midst of something, you got to learn how to be obedient, right? If you've been following me for any amount of time, you guys know that I started with a different partner that I was working with. In the midst of what seemed like to be this great, like, oh my God, we're doing amazing. God was like, no more. It's a wrap. And I'll tell this story a whole different day. But you have to learn how to be obedient, right? Even though God told me that, I questioned and was like, well, God, what? But, and when I questioned, I paid for that because I didn't listen and do what I knew I needed to do immediately. I paid for that. My daddy would tell me when I was young, sometimes when God is trying to teach you a lesson or teach people a lesson, and you keep coming in trying to be Captain Saver, and this is not talking about anybody, it's just an analogy. You keep coming in and trying to be Captain Saver. Like, right. You coming in trying to be Captain Saver and help people. Sometimes in the midst of when God is trying to teach somebody a lesson, or as my dad would say, trying to whoop on somebody, when you're coming in and you interfering with the lesson, sometimes you'll get whooped on. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. My daddy says sometimes when God is trying to teach people a lesson or whoop on them, when you go and you try to interfere and you're trying to help or play Captain Saver to help somebody, right? Sometimes in the midst of that, you'll get whooped on. So I say that to say this: whatever you do, before you make a decision, and most of my mentees know, they'll come and ask, like, what should I do? I always tell people, pray. Pray and then meditate. What do you eat? Pray and then meditate. I will never tell you, I would say, hey, if I were in your shoes, but that's your decision to make. So before you make any decision, I want you to pray and I want you to meditate. Quiet your mind, quiet your environment, meditate so you can really focus and you can really hear what you're supposed to be doing. Because it don't matter what I tell you to do. It don't matter what logically makes sense and what looks like what you should do. You got to be obedient to the word, to what you're supposed to be doing. So don't ever feel like, no, I don't want to partner with people, or I partnered with this person before and it didn't go well. Like, no. As one of my rich friends would say, partner your way into wealth. Right? A lot of people, she just took a lot of people on a journey with her to buy a hotel. We partner with her. We didn't have to put up all the capital or put up all the money to buy a hotel. She did the deal. She went and did the hard work, and she brought investors in like you and I to partner with her on that hotel deal. So do not be afraid of partnership. Do not be afraid of collaboration. As I would say, as my mentor would say, it looks like what you want it to look like. It can be as short or as long as you want it to be. But what I will always say, And I know for me, spiritually, I answer to a higher calling. So I'm going to always seek advice, seek counsel. What should I be doing? And when I get my answer, it don't matter how hard that it might seem like a decision, like, oh my God, I have to go and tell this person this or tell this person that. Be obedient. Be obedient. Just a few weeks ago, I went to a conference down in Charlotte, and those women dropped so many gems. Those men and women dropped so many gems. But one of the first ladies that spoke basically said how she had to have hard conversations with her partner several times. Like, I know I was all on board. We were gun ho to do this project. And she was like, I just, like, God spoke to me and said, no, not right now. And she had to go to her partner and say, we have to shut that deal down. Right? We're all born with an intuition. But sometimes we cloud that intuition and we want to do what we want to do. Right? Even when you get that gut feeling like, oh my God, like some don't feel right. Listen to that. Listen to that. So don't be afraid to partner, right? I'm so excited for the people that are joining the challenge. We are starting November 1st. I'm saying January. I'm already in quarter one. But November 1st, our challenge starts November 1st through the 4th for people that are wanting to get into the Airbnb or short-term rental industry. Our challenges have been amazing. Like, they get better and better each time. The last challenge we had ladies walk away with actual units, right? They were able to start their business during that challenge. Someone won an acquisition. People won money. People won entries into a business credit challenge that my sister Brittany is having coming up real soon. So, like, they just get better and better. We had some amazing guest speakers. The guest speaker that is coming this time, like, y'all, gonna blow y'all socks off. Y'all gonna wish y'all was in the room. I tell y'all all the time, get in the room. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. If you're wanting to get into this industry, right? I'm telling y'all, don't look at vacation travelers. There's somebody in this world that always needs to travel or go somewhere. Always someone that needs to travel or go somewhere. Like, half of my units in Maryland are filled with healthcare professionals. Some have been with us for like 6, 7, 8 months. Get in the room. Get in the room while everybody is trying to shut down their Airbnbs or, oh my God, it's slow. And it's slow on the platform. The platform is slow. But if you do like I tell you to do and you create your own niche, guys, hey, Tamika, you can still make money in this industry. I promise you. What do they say when everybody is selling, you go buy? When everybody is selling, you go buy. So do not be afraid to tap in. Do not be afraid to start your business, regardless of what people are saying that a recession is coming. I don't see that. I don't see that. If you want to tap in, you want to learn how to get into this industry, guys, definitely be in the challenge. This is the last live training that we will have of 2022. I'm so excited. We're going to go out with a bang. Like, that's it. We're going out with a bang. Literally, that is all I can say without saying a lot. We are working on some other things for ourselves and for our clients that we have. I'm excited. So if you're wanting to tap in and get into this industry, definitely come to the challenge. There are 2 ways that you can get in the challenge. One is general admission. That's $97. And then VIP for $297. So you're doing midterm rentals. How do I see the session? I just see Facebook user. I'm live from StreamYard. How do you see the session? So November 1st, we start the challenge. I've been doing midterm rentals. We start the challenge November 1st through November 4th. 2 ways is one is $97 for general admission, and then VIP is $297, right? And I'm always learning. right? So even though we mentor other people in this industry, I am always learning. I don't mind paying for mentorships to further my knowledge in this industry, because this is what I love to do, and I'm going to go all in. Right. So as I learn and grow, I share that with my circle. So my clients and my mentees literally had a session a few weeks ago with somebody that was interested in getting a turnkey. And it was like, it's a coaching session. So make sure you're in the challenge if you want to learn this industry. I always tell people Airbnb is not the only way that you can make money with your units. It is not. It is not. So I always tell people, stop saying you have an Airbnb business. You have a short-term rental business. If you want to do mid-term rentals, you can say you have a mid-term rental business. But there's still money in this industry. Real estate will always make money. Real estate will always make money regardless of what is going on. Sometimes you just have to pivot with your business model, but real estate will always make money. If you have homes, rental properties that you have, come to the challenge and learn how to turn them into to short-term rentals or mid-term rental units. Right? The way that we do it, we do rental arbitrage, which essentially we can just leverage somebody else's property. But come learn, tap in, get into this industry. You can definitely still make money. I want to see you there. Congratulations to the ladies that have already tapped in and joined us. We are so excited to see you. We're gonna make it's gonna go off with a bang. We're going out with in 2022 with the bang in this last challenge. The last one was off the hook. The last one was off the hook. But I promise you, this one is going to be amazing. So happy Sunday, guys. I gotta go get myself prepared for my week. I have an important meeting in the morning to get some more clients in my units and in my clients' units. So whenever I talk to anybody about bringing more guests or more clients into the units, I am not just talking about myself or thinking about my business. I'm always thinking about my clients and my circle as well. So definitely tap in. I'm going to hop off here. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday.